just putting Instagram on. Hello guys. We're live. Oh hi. Oh hi Priya. Hi everybody, welcome to the Friday Live. Woo! We are live on Facebook. Hi Priya, I hope Jamaica's fun. I saw the stories you posted today, that was really cute. For everybody on Facebook, the owner just messaged in the chat. So you're probably wondering, who am I? Where's Priya? What's going on? What's the mix-up? Great questions. So essentially, Priya is on a well-deserved vacation with her family. As we know, she is the owner. My name is Shefali, if you don't know who I am. Oh, who is that? Oh, hi Nancy. But my name is Shefali. You've probably seen me on the social media, or if not in the lives. I also do social media, our fashion shows, the works. I am one of the back-end people with Priya and Alex now, but just on the social media fashion aspect. And Priya wanted me to do a live while she's away, manning the house, to also show off my kind of fashion stuff, as well as what's gonna be, is the genius behind much of our styling. Oh yes! Well, you know, I try. We do also have Ryan now, which is really great. I'm gonna stand up because my feet really hurt. But today I am going to be taking over the Friday Live, showing you guys some stuff of what's in store. We have a lot of new creative design. And I'm also going to be showing you some ways that we have styled it as per our last fashion show. So we got a lot of questions. Enjoy your time away, Priya. Yes, tell Priya. Everyone tell Priya. I hope she enjoys her trip. She seems to be having a lot of fun in the Jamaicas, which is nice. I have yet to go. My boyfriend is also Jamaican, and I'm very excited to go see his grandma's house there. But yeah, what we're going to be doing today is showing off some of the creative design that's in store, as well as how it pairs with our silk pieces. So Ryan has put together a few pieces for me to mix and match together, and I've also pulled some stuff that I really like. And I'll kind of just show you guys what I liked from the collection, and you'll get more insight into what I prefer. So I think it'll be nice. Yes, so I hope, if nobody can read the comments, especially on Facebook, Priya, this is Priya's last family trip before her oldest daughter gets married, and they seem to be having lots of fun, and that's why I'm here. And I wanted to showcase some of the things going on in the store, but I also wanted this to be an opportunity for you guys, if you had any questions about my role or me personally, anything, really, this is the time to ask. But I will show you guys what I'll be showing in the live right now. We got a whole rack here, which is really nice. A lot of it is silk, and then I also wanted to show off some of the new styles that we got from Creative Design, as well as some of the tie-dye that we got. I'm so excited for this color. I love purple, so it's gonna be really exciting. Thank you to everyone who's joining. I really appreciate it. I feel like Priya, guys. It's so nice. But yeah, let's get started. So I'll actually start off with what I'm wearing. I decided to put on a silk piece. This is actually an old boxy top, I think, that we had on the rack, and I don't know if people have seen it. It's this really nice, it is a sheer boxy top, but it's this really nice, like, cool purple. When will all the new boxy top styles that are longer be coming in? That is a great question. We're still waiting on the shipment. We don't really have a time frame right now. I would say that's something probably Priya will have to get back to you on after her next shipment. Perfect. So they're coming soon. But yeah, I'm really excited to see the new boxy tops. So if for anybody wondering, the new boxy tops are going to be these ones, but longer and with a slit in the side so that they fall better, especially on pants. So if you're someone who likes the boxy top idea, but you find that it's too short or it cuts too much this way, the new boxy top style is going to be a great new addition, I think. And I think something that you guys would probably prefer. I still don't mind the boxy top style, but I am really excited for the new style because I'm hoping you'll be able to tuck in the front while the back is a bit loose because of the slit. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. But this is the boxy top I decided to wear. This is actually all called Pitika Sheer Boxy Top. And I've actually paired it with just a little collared top underneath. And some denim pants I got for like $10 at the Salvation Army here downtown. I love a good deal, a good discount. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do, is just take you guys through some of the stuff in store, show how it pairs, have some fun with it, and if you have any questions, then we'll go from there. Okay, let's get started. So let's start with some of the pairings that Ryan has put together for me. Or should I start with some of the new styles? I think I'll start with some of the new styles because I really wanted to try these parachute style dresses from Creative Design that we got. I saw them like in the store, but because of how busy I've been, I just haven't had the time to check it out. But yeah, this is a really cool top, especially for someone who likes the boxy tops. I just like the color combos in this, so I'm just gonna show it off a little bit. It's got like this cool purple along with this like blue-green color, and I love how angular the pattern is. Yeah, it's fun. So that's that. But I am so excited for these. So I believe, are these cotton? Oh yeah, so they're 100% cotton. These are made from a company that we've been working with for a long time. They're the same company that also creates our cotton asymmetrical tunics, which are being discontinued. We're finding a solution, don't worry. But they are really nice. I like the color combos too. Hi, Parmi. One of my friends has joined, Parmi. She also modeled for us during our fashion show at the charity gala. So I wanted to try this on just because I was really curious to see how it would look. I ended up grabbing, oh, I think they're one size. Okay. So for reference, I am a size generally 6 to 8. I would usually say 8 to 10, but okay. I am usually a size 10, but I actually have lost a little bit of weight recently just because I've been working out a ton. When I'm stressed, I just like going to the gym, guys. What can I say? But this is really cool. So these are, I will say, very Priya. It's very inspired by probably the Kellyanna style that she really likes, which is a Canadian brand that is really well known for the sculpture. One size fits to an XL. Ooh, perfect. So these pieces fit to an XL. They're 100% cotton. They're ethically made in Nepal. I really like this. It's very cute and surprisingly goes well with the denim, I will say. But they're really soft, nice and smooth. And it looks like it's kind of an empire that kind of tapers down. So it gives you that sculpt starting from here. And if you're looking to hide this midsection, I think this does really well with doing that. And big pockets, you know, so you can dance around. But yeah, it's really fun. I really like this color. So this one is the teal color. It's a darker tone, but I still think this is a pretty versatile color for the season. And we do have some brighter colors as well. I'm so excited for this mustard one. But yeah, that's this. Let's try to actually pair it with something. I wonder what would look good on top of this. Okay, so this is a cardigan. And for anybody wondering, everything that I'm showing in this live today is actually going to be on a collections in our featured collections. It is going to be called What's in Store and then the date, which is Friday, June 16th. But everything that I'm showing this live is going to be there. Just to let you all know. But I wanted to see how to style this piece actually, just because it is quite flowy. I'm wondering if it will, it probably will pair well with their silks, but you never know until you try it. And I think actually it looks pretty good. So I put the cardigan on. This one is called PRG 3403 Allison Shear. It's a very muted color palette, so it's quite pastel, and it's got these really nice kind of greens, soft pinky tones, gray tones. I like the combination. Oh, that's cute. There's like this really nice divide in the back, which I think is fun, and I think it falls well with the pieces. So if you're someone who's looking to buy the new parachute dresses as a layering piece, I think it's a slay, as Mira, Ryan, and I, and Clark like to say. It is really nice. I like how it kind of falls to the side with the cardigan, but if you're someone who doesn't love a lot of fabric, I wouldn't recommend it. This is quite a lot of fabric. Let me see how it would look if I tied it together. So generally with the cardigans, I'm pretty simple with it. I do like just a simple tie. Here to see Shefali styling. Oh, thank you, Heather. I know Priya is I'm in the hot seat tonight, because usually I am the one who gets to sit on the side and be the moderator. And now she gets to watch from home and be the moderator there, so that's fun. But I actually kind of like how this looks. I think especially with the Empire waist, if you're someone who likes the sculpt but you don't like how it's kind of just big in the front, not big necessarily, but it doesn't show any shape, I think adding the silk on top definitely helps. And I think it works for me just because I'm pretty short-waisted, to be honest. I think most South Asian women are. But yeah, this is very nice. So definitely a cardigan, I would say, works with this. It would be a very particular look, but I actually really liked it as is with the jeans, or like a fitted tight, and the little collar here too. I'd probably just add like my bangles, to be honest. Just like this. Yeah, I would just wear it like this, and then probably put my hair up, just because I think this is a hair up moment. These bangles are really cool, actually. They're not available for sale, unfortunately, but I got them both from next door at Real Love Boutique, and actually Priya has one identical to this. How does it look belted? That was what I was about to get to, Cynthia. So let's see how this looks belted. Let me just hang this up really quick, and I actually have a really fun belt that I just bought. I went on vacation recently to... So I went on vacation recently to this small town, Port McNichol, with my friends. Like, we rented a cottage, and we went to a couple flea markets in the area. Put your boxy top on top. Ooh, great idea, Jackie. Okay, I'm gonna try that next. Oh, the boxy top for sure. That'd be cute. But I found this guy, this Indian guy, this uncle. He actually made and sold these. Can you try the cardigan upside down? The rich lady hack. Yes. So I found this belt. It's very cool. And they're all real leather. And you can actually also replace the buckle as well, which is something I always find as a thrifter. I find really cool belts, buckles, but I don't want the actual belts themselves, so this kind of helps. But let me first try it on, just like this. Yeah, it does look cute, right? Let me actually see. So, ooh, that's nice. All right. Belted. I kind of like the way it tapers out like this, and I belted it high enough that I can still reach the pockets as well. Wow, this is I feel very studious. I don't know what it is. I feel extremely studious, like, but this is really nice. Yeah, this is a really cute color. Thank you, Jen. I know, it's really cute. Okay, next we'll do the boxy top, and then we'll do the cardigan, the rich lady hack way. Actually, I might actually try the look belted with the cardigan. I think that'd be really cute. So let me try it with this boxy top. Which side to the front, though? Let's try this side to the front. I'm curious. I think the other side to the front is more striking, but let me try a more casual one. I don't know if I love it. I think it's just too long. Like, I think the cut of the actual dress itself is too, like, high up, and then the boxy top ends too low. So I wouldn't say I love it. I think you would have to tie it at the top here to create kind of the top and bottom, and that would mean you would need a belt here. So let's try that. Ooh. Ignore all the texts, guys, if you're hearing notifications. That's just my friends going absolutely crazy on iMessage. We were talking about how, like, ever since that trip we were on, we immediately got back into work and we haven't had time to even, like, talk about or figure out anything for the trip. But I think actually this is a lot sweeter. Definitely, I think I would prefer if I was to wear the box top with this, like this, because it creates like a top and a bottom. Yeah, I agree, Priya. Yeah, this is really cute. And then it looks like it's meant to kind of be like this, or like this is kind of the style that you're going for. I feel like if it was just open, the boxy top, it'd just be too long, and then it takes away from like how cool the actual skirt is. Okay, let's try the cardigan style. Oh my god. That's the real risk with long hair, is all these tags, they constantly get stuck in my hair. Because for a long time, I actually had like pixie short hair, like short hair. And it was really nice. I had it for a couple of years when I was in university. But I recently started growing my hair. I actually, as you know, if some of you guys know, when I first started working here, part of it was dyed blonde, and then I ended up re-dyeing it back to black because it died. Like, it literally passed away, changed hair textures and everything. And so I decided to re-dye it back because it was so damaged, and it's finally gotten a lot better. Like, it's not as straight as it used to be. It actually keeps, like, it still has some of its texture, but now it's just long. So I'm gonna belt it and then put the cardigan on. Just because I think I think a lot of people would actually like both of them loose, because it provides, like, you know, that kind of looseness and that bigness, which I think is really cool. But for some people who prefer something loose but then also to show their figure a little bit, I think this would be really nice. And then probably like a necklace, honestly. So I have picked a few. So my motto when it comes to fashion is the uglier and more out there and stranger it is, the more I want it. And I mean ugly in the sense of like not conventionally interesting or nice. I just kind of want it to be, I like very ridiculous, funky prints. Even a lot of the button-up shirts I have, I like patterns. And I'm actually making suits for my master's now. It would work without the pants. Oh, it would definitely work without the pants, Denise. I'm just a bit lazy to take off my pants right now. But when we get into some of the skirts, like these ones, and I actually bought the mustard color, it was so cute, I had to. I'll take off my pants for sure. Hi, Nikki! But yeah, I think it's cute. So this is one of our Susie Blue necklaces. I can't believe this hasn't sold. They sell for $28 and they're all ethically made, and I think it goes really well actually with this. But let's try the Rich Lady hack. So for anybody who doesn't know, another way to wear the cardigan is to wear it back to front. Then you take the front and just put it over like this. Oh, okay, that's cute. That's really nice. I actually think I like this a little bit more. And it doesn't look too bad in the back. I think the slit in the back definitely works. But this looks good. I think because it's less bulk here and it goes long to short, it looks a lot more framed, if you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't look as big. I like the length this way better. Yeah, I agree, Priya. I think this is really cute. Plus you get the lapels, and I like that the green from the bottom is coming out. It really ties in the necklace together. So yeah, very cute. Show you guys. Okay, That's very cute. Priya, what are you gonna do without her? I know. I'm wondering the same thing. I don't think she knows either, to be honest. And I'm pretty excited for September, in certain ways. In other ways, I'm kind of like, we'll see how it goes. I'm in a couple group chats now with some of the people in my master's. And it's funny, I don't think even 4 years ago I'd want to go into a master's in business or even go into school for business. Just because I felt like when it comes to having a business and business itself as a field, I didn't think you need like a formal education. Just because like it's more of a skill. I mean, back in Sri Lanka, my grandma actually used to have a motorcycle shop. And that was like the main income that my mom grew up on. She was raised by her great grandma, but like my grandma had no formal education, which was very hard back in Sri Lanka. Like, I think my dad is the only person in my family who actually went to university in his generation. So, you know, like, I don't think you need that to be successful. It's all about ambition and skill. Even my boyfriend DeAndre doesn't have more than a a high school education. And he's pretty successful because he's a hard worker and he's very ambitious. But, you know, I felt like I needed it for my industry. Now I see that I love. Oh, hi, Ryan. Yes, it's a new dress size. It's pure cotton. They're made in Nepal by Creative Design. They're very cute. And the pockets are huge. I mean, I could definitely fit my phone in here if it wasn't up there holding the thing, but yeah. Okay, I want to try the mustard color just because I'm so curious about it. Whoop. So, the mustard, it's very, like, the best way to describe it is mustard, or like ochre-y in a way, but I wouldn't say it's very brown, to be honest. Hello. Oh, hi, Ryan. Ryan, I'm showing off all your little pics. I think people are liking it so far. But yeah, so they come in a few colorways, I think, but I picked just these two just to quickly show them because I always find that teal does really well, and it's a really flattering color for a lot of people. And this type of mustard, I know that there are certain yellows that people stay away from, especially if you're a lighter complexion, but I find that for the most part, ooh, yeah, I love this color. But I find for certain complexions, mustard actually works really well, just because it doesn't have that sallowness that certain yellows have, whereas like a paler yellow I think wouldn't work, but something like this or even like this I think would work really well. Oh my god, lots of messaging in the chat. Yes, that is one of the new skirts styled as a dress. I actually am going to be showing that skirt as styled in different ways soon. Yes, it does look like methamate saffron. That's true. It's a very similar color. I would say this color compared to this skirt that we got from Creative Design is slightly deeper. It's also, I would say this is like, it's very, yeah, it's a more deeper in tone. Like, this is more yellow, I find, and the other one is a bit more muted and like, it's more to that like lighter saffron, whereas this one is more like that orangey, like really mustardy yellow. It's got a bit more orange in it, I think. What is the bust line like on that dress? So these dresses here, that's a good question. So my bust is a 34C, 36B. I am pretty like average, to be very real. I don't know if we had Alex try them on. She is, oh no! You guys died on Facebook. Thanks for doing the live tonight, Shefali. Yeah, no problem. Oh my god, I almost killed you guys. I'm so sorry. The iPad for Facebook just fell over, so crazy things happening in the studio. But I really like this color. It also ties in my sandals really well. Alex and I actually got the same sandals, but I actually broke mine. I didn't even realize one day. I just was wearing them today and I was like, oh, they're a bit loose on my foot. Now I know why. But this is so nice. I think, Priya, let me know what the bust size is. I'm not too sure, but I feel like it can go out bigger because it does have that space here. It's just that I don't fill it in that area. But yeah, love this color. It's very cute. Yes, I am also wearing a shirt underneath. Keep that in mind, guys. Yes, definitely come in on Sunday and try them, Catherine. I'll be here, so we can definitely talk about it. Really love the dress. I know, me too. Like I said, it's very Caliana. It makes total sense, and I think it's a really cool style. Adds a lot of comfort. This for me would be like an all-you-can-eat dress. It's a dress I would wear to all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue or sushi because you can just get stuffed or walk around in the forest like this. It's really fun. Oh, Mira's on here too. Nice. The whole family's watching. But yeah, it's a really great dress. And now let's see if we can style it with something. So I actually see that Ryan has picked out a couple things to go with the mustard skirt. So I'm going to actually see if they go with this too. Okay, let's try it. So this is one of our tapered tunics. I wouldn't say they're exact yellows. This to me is more like this yellow. So it's more of that like methamate saffron. But I wanted to see what this style would look like on. Thanks! I know, this color is so nice. The vests go better. I agree. That's what you were saying, Ryan. We actually did try a boxy top when you weren't here just to see how it would look. Yeah, like it's not bad, but it's a lot of fabric, to be honest. I wouldn't wear it like this. I did pick a few vests, so we can see how those go. I didn't really think about the colors. I was more just picking them because I wanted to show them off. I thought they were really pretty. So let's try it with the vest. Ah! I also think a sculptural tunic dress would do well. I don't know. We can see. Let's see. I think this would go better. Yeah, definitely this one. This one is actually the one from the fashion show. This is a beautiful, beautiful kind of peacock. It's got the greens. It's got the blues. They all have an opinion, Shefali. I know, they're all coming out. So many people talking. But this is a beautiful, beautiful vest. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I loved it in the show. I thought it was so fun. And the way we actually tied it up in the show was with our magnetic buttons. Specifically, these kind of more camo green ones. Oh my god. All this talking. I'm about to be parched. But I think this will go well together. Okay, I'm going to get some water in a second, but let's try this on really quickly. Yeah, I would say definitely the vest. So I've taken the short end, especially with this border, I want to highlight that more in a piece. But I've taken the short end, put that to the front, and then maybe tie it up like this so you could still get access to the pockets. Yeah, that's cute. That's not bad. I think that's pretty nice, actually. But let's see how it looks in the back. Yeah, it's cute. I also think loose is really nice, and it's nice and classy, especially if you're someone who keeps their hands in their pockets. Like if you're walking around, that's like the best thing to do. Try the vest as a top with that dress. Yes, we can. How much is the vest? So this vest is full price. It's called PRG 3091, Elizabeth Haar, and it's $138. So it's part of our full price collection, or our Avatar collection, as we're slowly releasing and talking about. But yeah, I think it's actually really nice. It covers the arms just enough and adds a bit of color. You can also pull it to the side a bit more, so it's kind of more like a little shawl. I did want to, before I turn it into the asymmetrical top, I did want to see how it would possibly look like if we tied it, like kind of like with that cowl neck in mind. So let's do a little show insider, guys. So the way that we did it for the show is we wanted to show this border off because I actually made Yay, sounds good, Ellen. So I actually made pants this color for the look, and then she wore a tank top, and then I used one of the necklaces I have that I got from a sale at a local vintage store. They do like a garage sale. I got them for like $5. As like a necklace. I tied it with some twine to make it longer, but we really wanted to show ways that you could style them in kind of that cowl neck that's pretty popular, just to show how versatile the pieces are. So what we essentially did is we tried to, the border is very like rigid, or not like super rigid, but it has definitely a thickness to it compared to the actual silk itself. And so what we did is we just added a pin here, and then we would pin it here and also here as well, because you'll see that it kind of goes. But that's cute, actually. Hold on, let's try it. Okay. The trick with these buttons, especially the way we have them organized, is finding a matching pair. Okay, nice. So I'm gonna add one right here. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's kind of gonna give an idea of what it could look like. I actually really like this. And what I like about it is how this is very flat, but this is very sculpted. I really like that look. I don't know what it is, like there's something about it, that difference in textures or movement of the fabric that I find very interesting. And it flows really nicely in the back, so I would definitely go for it just like this. And then probably add a necklace down here. I don't even know if I have the right necklace. This one? Nah, maybe not. Well, there is a bit of orange in the actual. You are so creative. Oh, thanks. There is actually a bit of orange in the vest, like in the border, if you can see, just right here. But you're not really gonna notice that on camera that much, so I'm just gonna add the red suede donation necklace, because I think it needs something down here. I definitely, if I was wearing this many layers, I definitely wouldn't wear this top underneath. It's just too much. It's making me sweaty, but that's okay. But yeah, I really like this. So what I would probably do if I wanted to pin it like this is I would do this pin here, and then I would do a final one here. Just at the end, because when you see when the piece moves, it will start to separate, but this way there is a weight that kind of brings it down like this. Yeah, that's actually really cute. So yeah, this is probably a way that I would style this piece. And then probably, especially to get your pockets, you could easily just do this. And I think that it's a very nice asymmetrical style. It's very comfortable. Yeah, this is cute. I know, that's what I like about it. With the mustard. No, that's okay. I think that's too much mustard, Ryan. It's a juxtaposition of the outfit you like. Yeah, so that's exactly, Nikki gets it. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's that ripple with the flat, I think is just so cool. And I see a lot of high fashion, like independent brands. I don't really try to follow major brands because they suck and they're all owned by the same company, which is a giant conglomerate, capitalism. But I really, really like how a lot of small brands I've seen have done this like mix of textures, especially a lot of indie brands or independent brands, and I think this is beautiful. I also love, I don't know if you can see this, there is kind of this mustard tone really coming out, especially with the dress underneath. I don't know if you can see that, just right here, it's like this mustard tone. It looks really good. Yeah, nice. So yes, I would definitely say there's a lot of different fun ways that you can style the vest, and this would be one way. I will try now the vest as an asymmetrical top, and then we'll go from there. Try some other stuff on, see what's going on. But I love this color. Like mustard is a guaranteed yes. I think for the listings as well, Mira also showed how we've styled some of the creative design with our silk, so you get an idea of how things can be paired. But that's a way to style the vest with this top that is actually very inspired by the fashion show. And it's been really crazy to me how many people have been coming out and saying that they're trying a lot of styles inspired by the show. So that's super cool. Okay. Asymmetrical top. So I think I'd probably wear the short side to the front because this is pretty short-waisted. And I found, especially when you try the boxer top on, anything that's too longer than an empire waist cut is gonna really mosh up like this section here. Ooh, and I get the fun border. Nice. That's cute too. Yeah, that's like, that was, are we surprised that this wasn't gonna work out? This is definitely gonna work out. And I actually like it with the collar too. So definitely as like a fall look, I would just wear it with like a long sleeved collared top like this and probably denim just to stay warm and comfortable. Throw a coat on and you're good to go. And then in the spring summer season, just this, walking down the streets. But this is nice. And then this is how it looks like in the back. Ooh, and you get that whole peacock feather in the back. Very alluring. I need like a early 1900s peacock hat too. I think that would look really good with this. But yeah, I'm looking to bring back like fasteners and hats there, and like headpieces. They're so nice. Even with your heads where the other armhole would be nice. Oh, so you mean in like that other vest style, right, Priya? Hold on. Let me try it. Oh. Oh yeah, for sure. I think it also makes the piece a bit, ooh. Ooh. Kind of like this, right? So it gives that kind of poncho look. Yeah, it's cute. It definitely works. I wouldn't say it wouldn't. I don't love it. I think it's too much on the top for me. I look like I'm looking like I'm trying to hide something, for me personally. But I do think it's really fun, especially this kind of texture, and it really shows off this bottom part here, which is very cool. I do like the poncho. Yeah, the poncho. It is a cool fabric as a poncho. I definitely have not put this on right. Because it is bunching. There is a way to do it where it kind of creates a cool sculpt here, which I should definitely play around with. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. But yeah, the ponchos, sorry, not the ponchos, the vests are, like the name really says it. They are truly so versatile. I wonder what it would look like. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of playing around here. I don't know if this would work, just because I find that the arms are too thin in the back. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, what if we kind of did it like this? Oh, that's cute. So what I've done is I've just taken the section with the armholes, and the side that shows the armholes the most, I put that on the inside. And I just put it on like this. And I think that's an easy way to actually, especially if you're wearing the vest to an event, to just make them into a little shawl so that you feel a little comfortable and you don't want to wear them one way. Like essentially two outfits in one, right? Yeah, that's cute. That definitely works. Or you could pin it like this. I think that looks really nice too. It's very classy. Very rich old lady. Nice as a shawl. I know, right? But yeah, that's cute. And actually, this whole outfit goes really well with my new jhumkas. I got these for our Bollywood night that we're gonna have this coming Wednesday. Yay! For Priya's birthday. We actually have a really great vendor coming out. We have two actually that are coming out to showcase jewelry, the Jazzy Owl and the VS Studios. And the VS Studios actually came out this coming art crawl, so I bought some earrings from her because they were so cute. I bought these and some parrot ones that are really fun, so I'm having a great time with them. But yeah. Oh, I'm so cold. But yeah, that's very cute. But yeah, vests are a go-to, and I feel like, especially with the way that I've kind of seen them in the show now, I'm like a big vest person. I don't have one yet, just because there's one that like I need to see that I'm like, wow. But I really like that look actually with the vest kind of put on the side and the curvature exposed here. I thought that was very cool. It should be online now. They should all be online actually, including the cottons that I'm showing. So if you look at the featured collections, if you go into our main menu and you look at featured silk collections, there should be a collection called What's in Store, Friday, June 16th, 2023, and it should showcase all of these. But yeah, okay, let's move on. Oh, I'll also show the black one as well. I won't try it on, just because, oh my god, we have a lot of things to try on. Oh, had to free myself. But I will show the black one as well, just to show you guys that it's there. I don't wear a lot of black. To be honest, this is like the darkest color palette that I own. But I actually bought this top because, let me put it here. So tomorrow I am going to be going to this little event that's happening downtown. This other vintage store downtown called Snafu Studios is having a Y2K, early 2000s party. No stretch. Yeah, I would say there's no stretch, Heather, honestly. Like it's pretty much as is. There is quite a bit of room, especially for the back side, but I would say up to like an LXL. But yeah, like I'm going to this little gathering that's happening, and I bought this top to go with a custom skirt that our very own Clark is making for me, so I'm pretty excited. It's very cool. It's inspired by, he really likes blue collar fashion, as he likes to say, so carpenter jeans or like skater jeans and stuff, and I'm a bit past that age, to be honest. I have different goals in life, but Clark is still young and he's having fun, and his brand that he wants to create is very cool, so I'm having him do like a really cool mini skirt for me out of this like amazing denim, and I bought this top next door at We Love Boutique in their sales section because I thought it would go really well, but that's why I'm wearing the top. Okay, enough rambling. Time to move on to the dresses. So this is a really nice one. So it's the same style as the other cotton dresses. It's just that now it's in black, and it is really nice. I think this is a great basic, especially if you're someone who wears a lot of black and you're looking for just something cool for the summer. I would definitely recommend a dress like this because I think it'd be really nice, and it would pair with a lot of our silks. Will the Bollywood night be online? Yes, we are going to be live streaming the Bollywood night. I think Priya's doing that. I am going to be running around like a crazy person. That's usually my job. But it will be online. I'm actually really excited. We're going to be having a local band called Goddess the Studios. They're a South Asian-led punk rock band. And I met the twins. They're actually both Sri Lankan too, which was really... It's a small world, honestly. If you don't know, I'm also Sri Lankan. I know a lot of people think I'm Priya's daughter, but I'm like her adopted daughter from down south. But yeah, they're coming and they're going to be performing. They play all over Hamilton, so I'm really excited to have them come out. I may or may not be styling them. It'll be really fun. And then we also have Krupali, who she was the Bollywood dancer last year. She is going to be coming out and also doing a Bollywood performance with her friends. So we have a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, these come in black, and I think another color as well. But yeah, definitely check out online, and we'll have all of these. And they're called the parachute dress with pockets. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show from Creative Design was actually these tie-dye jumpsuits, and I think we also got dresses as well, but I'll show off the jumpsuits first. Sky blue. Oh, sky blue, yes, that's the other color. Thank you, Ryan. Sounds like fun. Yes, it is. It's gonna be really fun. I'm very excited. Let me see if I can put these on with my mules on. If not, they're coming off. Oh, okay. So, do we risk sprained ankle or just take these suckers off? Off they go. I always joke, especially because my boyfriend is like 6'3". Whenever I wear heels, I slightly get a bit taller, and I'm like, oh, now I'm almost as tall as you. He hates it when I say that, but that's okay. We'll have some fun. Ooh, something sold. I can't even go and pick the sold stuff, guys, so you won't even know it's sold because I can't. But that's okay. I'll know later. Okay, so this is the tie-dye jumpsuits, and this is actually a new colorway that we got. Ooh, yeah, these are so cool. So this is the purple colorway. So interesting. I just love how light and then dark, like how the lights and darks play. And yes, they do have pockets, really big ones actually. Just keep in mind not to weigh the pockets down, because I have been notorious, especially for fabric like this, putting a lot of stuff in the pockets and then them just falling all the way here. But yeah, super nice, super fun. Oh my god, we have 16. Good job holding down the fort by yourself. Thanks, Denise. I appreciate it. I learned from the best. Lol, think it was me, bought the peacock vest. Yes! I'm so happy you did. I'll pull it aside. She's sold, guys. I put her on the edge over there so nobody can take her. But that's so great. I'm so happy you got it. But yes. These are really nice, and they're really comfortable. They're something that we love carrying, especially in the summer, especially for art crawl, super crawl. They do really well just because they're so easy. You could throw them on, go to the grocery store, relax at the cottage, whatever you need to do. Well, yeah, really nice. I will say it is a lot of fabric, especially at the bottom area, and it does have a harem pant leg, but this is a really great colorway. It's a new colorway. And then we also have this colorway. And I don't know if we had the black rainbow. I feel like we had the black cream, just because I remember the black cream from last time. But this is the black rainbow. Oh. It's really cool. I like this pink color, especially with this yellow. It's very interesting. And I think especially if you're someone who, these are very like, they're a lot more pastel. I find that some of their tie-dye is extremely vibrant, but this is a lot more pastel. Love this. Oh, thank you. I know, we love this too. But they're available on the website. So these are all called the rainbow tie-dye. Oh, this is the dress. Okay, I'm gonna try this one on. But they're the rainbow tie-dye jumpsuit and dresses, and we got dresses. This is the jumpsuit I'm currently wearing in a new colorway, and they go for $55, I think. Oh, $50. $50, that's so good. Whoop. These are quite a bit of fabric though. Ooh, just checking to see the comments. Okay, time for another quick change. If you're just coming to the live now, I have taken off my shoes and accepted my fate as a footless woman. Feeling really like Priya now. And if you're wondering who I am, that's a good question to wonder. I guess we'll just find out as the show goes on. Okay. This is really cute. I really like these colors. And I did try on one of the dresses recently, and I thought they were really nice. Okay, we actually tried them out as a skirt just to see how they'd look. Ooh. Okay, so as a dress, essentially this is how far it falls. I have tied it like really up high, like I didn't re-tie them, and I can actually start. I'll actually probably take off my pants, just because it's getting a little hot. Oop. Okay, just making sure. It's kind of funny when I'm the only one doing all of it, I don't realize how much there is to check. Okay, so I actually learned how to change in front of cameras, videos, and all that. Just because when I go to the thrift store downtown here, they don't have changing rooms, especially the one I go to at the Salvation Army one. So I have to try stuff on. So what I'll do is I'll get one of the big skirts on the skirt section, put that on, especially if I'm wearing pants and I didn't think it through because I was being silly. put the skirt on, take the pants off underneath, and then try whatever I want to on, especially bottoms, because I really have to try on bottoms. Like, that is the one thing I have to try on before I buy them, even if they say it's my size. I found these really cool, like, West 49 pants, and they said they were a size 16. Ooh, they were not even close to being a size 10. They were small. But yeah, I wanted to try this as a skirt, actually, and show you guys, just because I think it actually would be super, super cute. Oh my god. These are tied tight. So while I struggle to untie these, oh, hi Nancy. Love that too. Thank you. I know, and they're $50. Very cheap. Good for the summer. Ethically made. You know, what more could you want? Other than a few colorways, but I know we do have a lot of colorways in these. Whew. Oh my god, these are like on tight, guys. In the meantime, while I'm struggling to untie this, are there any questions? Is there anything that you wanted me to confirm for you guys? Any questions you had about who I was, if you're still wondering, which is totally fair. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a haphazard tie because I think the other side is also gonna take forever. Oh, somebody followed us. Thanks. But what I did is I tied it around me, and then I'm going to actually tuck in the remaining stuff so that it kind of goes over. So I use the tie as like a band, essentially. Oh my god. Yeah, these things are, wow, it's hot. Now I know, like, I know I'm not always, and also made by women in Nepal ethically. Yes, thank you, Ryan. Always coming through with the facts. Okay. Oh, these are cute. Okay. So, if I was you, I would definitely tie them normally. I have definitely done a very haphazard tie, but I think they're really cute. They're super comfortable, and what's nice about them is when you walk, they kind of just go everywhere. Yeah, honestly, I would wear these as like a home house pant. So home house pants for me are like all my pajamas and all my tie-dye cardigans, anything that I usually buy like from the Cotton, Baba, or Creative Design, I usually wear as home house clothing, so just stuff I wear at home. But these are super fun. Woo! And they're nice and flowy. Can get a good dance out of them. Really feel the vibe. I know, they're super cute. Yeah, and it really shows off like how the tie-dye was done. I think especially it's got that really nice like fold or sculpt in the skirt as well, which is really cool. And if you don't like somebody, you can always swish it at them, especially if they're being really annoying in like a grocery store or something. I hate it when people are rude to cashiers, especially when they're just trying to do their job, you know? I hate that. But yeah, super fun. A lot of different colorways. I did try this one. I don't remember if it came in a dress or not. I feel like it did because it looked really cute as a skirt, and I would definitely get it because I'm a purple fanatic. But okay, that is that. So let's get into the actual cotton skirts like this. I did buy this exact one, but Ryan's picked out a few things that we could style it with. So let's start with the white. Ooh. Oh, got it. Okay. So these are one of the new toile skirts, I believe, that we have. Wow. Vowel. V-O-I-L-E. Cannot say that word. Purple is only in the jumpsuit. No! I lied, guys. Bamboo. So these are, I believe, they're not bamboo, but they're rayon. So it's the same material as bamboo. It's just been processed a bit more, but it's all natural fiber. I really want the yellow too. I'm struggling with choosing colors now. Welp. Trust me, Cynthia, the yellow is where it's at. Just because it's so nice, and I just have a lot in my closet that goes with it, especially yellow and like blue. That is very fun. But these are the new cotton Voile V-O-I-L-A skirts. And they're really nice. So they come with a really stretchy band at the top. And they also come, I love these skirts because they pretty much are like that petticoat I had in the fashion show. They have an underskirt as well that goes with the on top one. And honestly, I would wear this one. The reason I don't wear white, even though this is a really nice white one, is because I grew up Buddhist, and if you grow up Buddhist, you know, especially the type of Buddhism I come from, I'm a Theravada Buddhist, white is pretty much what you wear to everything. Weddings, funerals, Dhamma school, which is like Buddhist school, Sil, where we fast and then we listen to the monks preach for hours. This is just what you wore. So I was traumatized by white. And I think it's only for religious stuff now, so that's why I don't wear it. But let me actually put this on. So, how to change in front of other people. Put what you want to put on top, and then slowly take off what you don't want people to see you take off underneath. If you said so, I should choose yellow. I agree with that wholeheartedly, Cynthia. Okay. First, you gotta untie, free yourself from the shackles of fashion. Oop. Oh my gosh. But yeah, these skirts are really nice. And even, guys, even with the dress underneath, it looks really good. Interesting, I had no idea about that. I didn't know Buddhism could be traumatizing. Oh, let me tell you, especially with the way people in my temple followed Buddhism, it was not good. So one of the reasons why I say I'm a Buddhist, because I do follow a lot of the principles. I was very religious. Like, I was for Buddha, like he was my boy, if you want to say in like the most unformal terms, but I was very into the religion. And one of the reasons why I stopped really going to the temple, Vol rhymes with Paul. Oh, Vol rhymes with Paul. Thank you so much, Heather. She saw me struggling, so she came through. I'm still trying to untie this, so, while I untie this, I will tell you the story of my Buddhism trauma. So I was born into a Buddhist family. If you're Sri Lankan, specifically Sri Lankan Sinhalese, you either are most usually Christian because you grew up in a missionary, or you are Buddhist. So my family on both sides is actually Buddhist. We might be mixed with Tamil, but we're from an island, so that makes sense. Exactly. You're exactly right, Denise, which is what I'm going to get to. And the way that it's obviously not the religion. Buddhism is a beautiful philosophy because it teaches you about balance and about the middle path and moderation. And it shows you what extremes can do for you, whether that be in simple practices or in even how you see life or function or money. Exactly. And that is, so Cynthia made a really good point. She said, I think religion is good, just people who put out the rules and manipulate and misinterpret them really make it horrible. Yes, and that's exactly what happened, is that as much as I love Buddhism and I was for the philosophy, I felt that, especially the monks that I did temple with and I went to temple with and that taught me, I found that over time they cared more about money and about the power and the greed that came with being a monk and having all that success, especially the head person at the temple. I mean, he's a very interesting person, but I just think that it just wasn't for me. And also the people who were a part of that temple, especially a lot of the aunties, the culture that they grew up with is very, it's very conservative, and it doesn't need to be. That was just brought on by a lot of shame, especially for women in our culture. And I had this pretty unfortunate incident happen where this auntie called me out for wearing denim, actually, to the temple because I couldn't wear white. I was on my period, and she essentially screamed at me in the middle of one of our chantings, while the monks were chanting to the audience, because I was a senior student who helped do puja, so I would help the little kids like get candles, stand in a line, and they go up to the statue of the Buddha, and then they do the chantings and the puja, and they do the blessings. And so I would always help with that. I also finished like Buddhist school for like 12 years. I was a part of the curriculum. So I was in it, but that unfortunate thing happened and I felt really unsupported. I also don't talk to my family, as a lot of you guys know. So because of that, I know my mom has made a lot of comments about me to people at the temple, and so I don't go to the temple, but they're very cool. It's a beautiful religion. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Story of all great religions. I love Jesus's pure text, but I don't see it reflected in religion. I agree wholeheartedly. And we learned a lot about like the Tripitaka, and like I learned a lot about the language of Pali itself. I looked at historical texts for Pali, which is the language that the Buddha taught Buddhism or the Dhamma in. So the Dhamma is the teachings of the Buddha. The Sangha is the group of like monks and disciples who follows them. Not the lay people, I believe. It's just the monks. And then it's the Buddha. So Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. It's like the trifecta. But yeah, that's pretty much why I don't wear a lot of white. I do think this is a very nice skirt. And it would definitely be puja appropriate because it's got a lining underneath, so you can't really see much. I think especially if you just see where the lining falls, it's pretty short. So if you were to put your hand, say, like underneath here, it's definitely visible. But because of the lining, like I'm wearing black underwear right now, and you can't see anything. So I think it's a win. It's very cute. You are a gem, chef. Oh, thank you. You're a gem too, Heather. I love talking about religion, especially because I feel like I grew up in a very interesting religion. I also went to like mass, because my mom in Sri Lanka, she grew up in a missionary school, St. Paul's, and I also went to like Hindu temples. Our family god, like when you're in Sri Lanka, especially historically, a lot of people follow. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's okay. But your intellect will carry you through. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Don't worry about it. I mean, like, I've had a lot of time to process this. I've also been far removed from the situation, and I definitely want my kids to be involved in the temple. It was something that I will carry with me, especially the idea of discipline and how discipline can be useful in teaching you the impact of extremity. I think is a really useful trait that I don't think a lot of people learn, especially in life and when adulthood hits you in the face. But yeah, it's more about just like acknowledging that there are these things and trying to find ways to improve them, right? And I didn't feel like at the time that was something that could be improved upon, but in the future for sure. But yeah. What was I talking about? I was talking about something else, but that's okay. We'll probably get to it. But I know that Ryan had something for me to pair with this. I wanted to first try it with a sculptural tunic, or actually no, this is a self-pocket dress. This is a beautiful self-pocket dress, guys. Gorgeous. It's got this really nice mosaic design. I don't know how it hasn't sold yet. It's just so funky. It really reminds me of like Italian mosaics. I don't know why. Or like backsplashes in really fancy kitchens in like Home and Country. My mom read a lot of those magazines. Or like on Yes White. Yes, this is white. But this one is called PRC 1602 Alice Pure Silk Self Pocket Dress. So let's try it on. Oof. What else can we talk about? I don't know, do you guys have any other questions? I'm seeing my own struggle mirrored in your response. I know, I think this is something we can all relate to, because I feel like for the most part, a lot of people grew up in organized religion. I think it also, in a way, kind of changes the way that we view ourselves or how we put guilt on ourselves. That's a big thing I've noticed, especially in some of my male friends who grew up in Catholicism. There is like a lot of this like hiding behind to create this image rather than, you know, trying to fulfill or understand your true self, which, you know, is a journey that they have to go on. But it's something I think about a lot, especially because, you know, you feel like
you know someone as who they are and they try to present as something else because of all these philosophies or ideas that they were told. And I think religion is just one of those things that, because of the people in the religion, not that it's a philosophy itself, that sometimes can happen. Or happens for a lot of people. I like the Buddhist philosophy, not the religion. I agree. I mean, my temple is one situation, but I think that's what goes on in most immigrant communities, just because it's really hard to survive wherever from. I mean, literally, if you've heard anything about Sri Lanka in the past 2 years, it's awful. It's awful. This is a gorgeous pairing. I know, this is such a nice pairing. Here, I'll twirl around when we talk about religion and what society does to us. But I think it's a beautiful pairing. I mean, it really shows the white in the mosaic itself. And it's such a smooth silk, guys. Like, this is a smooth, soft silk. It's really comfortable. Someone has to buy this, okay? And wear it with this. But something I would do probably is add a belt. So let's add my belt. But yeah, I am pretty lucky. I mean, my boyfriend, personally, even though his grandmother is pretty religious, I mean, she listens to Sunday Mass and stuff. I grew up Buddhist during high school. I was rebelling, so I wanted to be Christian like my besties, and I didn't. Now I'm Muslim. Oh yeah, that makes total sense. I was gonna say, because if we were married to something, that actually makes a lot of sense. And it's interesting that you say that, because I actually was born in a Muslim country. I was born in Dubai. I obviously wasn't a citizen, but I grew up there. Not just immigrant communities, let's move on. I know. Oh, trust me. There's so much to unpack there. But yeah, I actually grew up in a Muslim country. I was born in the UAE in Dubai because my dad worked for a bank there. He was a part of the big 90s IT boom. He actually went to school for double maths and then learned IT to get the job in Dubai. And then my mom married him and they essentially ran away from the war because there was a huge civil war happening. My mom experienced like actual bombings and stuff. It was really scary, and she's still affected by that, and so is our family for the most part. But yeah, I know the belt is so cute. But yeah, it's very interesting that you say that. I feel like I've always been surrounded by people who are Muslim, just because even when I came, where I lived in Mississauga when I was growing up, we lived by a mosque, and I live by a mosque even now here in Hamilton. And, like, it's just crazy to me how racist people can be and say stuff about Muslim people, and, like, it's crazy. There's also a big Muslim Sufi community in Sri Lanka as well, and they've been there for so long, so, yeah. But this is a beautiful, beautiful pairing. Belts for sure. I feel like a brown belt really helps tie in, like, the darker tones of the look. And I would also probably go for a denim belt, so probably one of the Clark belts as well. I wonder if this belt would work, so maybe I'll strip her down and then try this one on. So if you don't know, Clark also made a lot of the belts that we have, in the fashion show. Okay, I'll just put it on top because why not? So this one he made out of corduroy. Yeah, this is so pretty. I think a light belt definitely helps tie in the light tones. I prefer a darker belt because I think it helps bring in my tones as well as the darker tones in the piece. But I think it just really depends on personal taste. I mean, this is beautiful. But I love like how the sculptural and self pockets look with like a big poofy skirt like this underneath. I think it's oh my god. Motorcycle's going crazy outside. But yeah, I just think it's a really sweet look. And I know that I saw Cynthia posting about how she styled the dress like this, so that's super fun. But yeah. Okay. I see someone is requesting to join our live. I unfortunately can't accept it, sorry. But definitely put a comment in the chat if you have any questions or you wanted to talk about something. I would love to hear your thoughts. Classy and casual all at the same time. I agree, Nancy. I agree. But yeah, this is what the white looks like. And then we also wanted to see how it would pair with A maxi dress. So if you remember in the fashion show, we had this beautiful yellow sculptural tunic dress with a big poofy pink petticoat that I showed in the last live on Priya, with the headpiece by Coral Earth Finery. And that's what kind of inspired all of this stuff. But we did try that exact same petticoat with this maxi dress that I'm about to show you guys, and it looked so nice. It looked so good. Mira and Ryan were both saying that's like the Sorry Not Sorry. If it was a if Sorry Not Sorry was a Disney princess, it would be that look. I do kind of wish I changed the belt now for the actual fashion show, because I didn't like how there was gray poking out. I think it took away from the color combinations, but it's all right. Learn something new every time. All right, so where did I put the hanger? Okay. Here. Are there any other interesting topics we'd like to talk about? I can't get into politics too much because I don't know much, and let's keep it wholesome in the comments, but we can definitely talk about other things. Just because I think you ladies are always so interesting, and I always feel like whenever you guys come in store and I'm here, it's such a fun time. 7. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Could you let me know what that means? All right, so the way that I just put on the maxi dress now is to the armpit side to the front. So if you don't know, ladies, I'm a big believer of wearing the maxi dresses armpit side to the front, because it has a beautiful V shape that I think suits me a bit more. I find if you're a bit bustier, you would probably prefer the other side, like wearing it the actual front to the back. But Alex also wears it this way as well, and I really like it. It's fun. Let's put it on. Oh my, so many people messaging. So I also am going back to school in September, which is super exciting. I'm pursuing an MBA. I'm a candidate for an MBA at the DeGroote School of Business here at Mac. And I'm very curious to see how it's going to go, especially because it's my first time interacting with business people. I went to school, I have a Bachelor of Science in health research, so I did quantitative approaches to health research in my undergrad, because at first I wanted to be a doctor, then I wanted to go into health research, and then I realized I liked clothes a lot more. So I really had a bit of an overarching arc, but I've actually loved fashion since I was like literally 5 years old. I feel like if my mom wasn't so kooky, she'd probably tell you, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to post. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. But since I was a little kid, like literally elementary school, I would be cutting magazine pieces to make outfits for like my Bratz dolls and my Barbie dolls, and putting them in outfits and interchanging stuff. I will say Bratz and Scene dolls had the best outfits. Barbie outfits were okay, but I always felt like the ones in Dubai like had a better selection than the ones here. But I that was so long ago. I feel like Dubai is like a fever dream. Honestly, like it's been forever since I've been back. We left permanently in 2008, and would I definitely go back for sure? But it's interesting. I mean, it definitely is. Dubai is its own beast, let me say, especially for like people on visa working there, and people who are not Emirati or Arabic. I was none of those things. My family was none of those things, so I could never be a citizen, even though I was born there. So there were some downfalls to that. This is so cute. So what I did is I just put the maxi dress on, then I put the belt, and then I used the belt as kind of like a place to tuck in whenever I wanted. I would probably pin it underneath or use the actual belt of the maxi dress underneath and then put this on top. My experience in going back to school, I framed one of my Barbie outfits. Oh, so cute! Oh my god, I wish I had my Barbie stuff. Honestly, like, I was going crazy. I was putting them on tiny hangers and stuff, like it was in a clothing store. That was like one of the most distinct memories I have. It was when we first permanently moved here to Canada, so we were living in this like little condominium in Mississauga. But yeah, my experience of going back to school with Life in Spirit Schools is fantastic. Prof and students love the real life grounding of experience to and live in the theory. What's life for women in Dubai like for women in Dubai? Lots of questions. Ooh, yes, please. I'd love to see a photo, Margot. Okay, let's go with the first one. So the first one was Denise. I agree, actually. I think it's going to be really fun just because I think I'm the only person in my class who actually is like going into the industry I'm going into. So I think Mac does do I'm in co-op, so I'll probably do like a retail co-op, but I think I'm the only one that's actually like fashion. And I kind of love that. I like kind of being the odd one out. I've always been the odd one out, and I'm fully fulfilling the fantasy. And I agree with you. I found that like in my undergrad especially, like I met some really smart people. I worked with science people all the time. I had some really smart friends, but they also had no sense as people. Like we were not functional people. We were just former 17-year-olds going into this thing, no idea who we are, half the time frustrated. I was frustrated, I was sad, and I think it's gonna be a lot better because I've relaxed, figured out my path in life, and things are gonna be good. Try the fabric belt. Yes, I will try the fabric belt. That's actually a good idea. And I'll do that while I talk about life in Dubai. So I was pretty young. So my experience as a kid was pretty fun. I mean, it's a good time. I think at the time my parents said like life is, especially in the early 2000s and the 90s of living in Dubai, it's a lot different than it is now. Like life is really easy there. There's not a lot to worry about. You can get a lot of nice things. Ooh, this is really nice. And I found that, so I will say this, like, I know a lot of people in Canada who have the same experience I do, of like my dad working in Dubai and then us coming here and living here and trying to gain citizenship here. But I'm the only one I know who is not Muslim. I have a few family friends still back in, this is really cute by the way, but I have a few family friends still in Dubai that are struggling to either figure out where to go to school, because if you're a male who's above the age of 18, you have to leave the country if you don't find an education there. And if you're a female who was born in Dubai, you have until marrying age to stay in the country, and then you leave. I obviously left well before marrying age. But I found now, especially, one of the worst experiences I had in university was living with people I knew from high school who also lived in Dubai, but treated me and judged me because I wasn't Muslim. And I think there is a bit of this like elitist culture, especially in terms of race and religion, in Dubai. And that's just kind of the reality of it. I wouldn't say it affected us specifically then, but I follow this YouTuber who is, her family is from India. She lived in Dubai. She just moved to LA. And, you know, she talks a lot about her life in Dubai, and especially versus living in America. And I highly recommend checking her out. She's a bit young. Her name is Auntie Twinkle. She's also a little crazy, so I'd watch out if I was you. But actually, I had another person I was going to recommend. But yeah, I think living in Dubai is great. I think to visit it is really nice. It's obviously not like Saudi, so it's not like super serious, but at the same time, it's a Muslim country. I mean, when we were growing up there, like every night you would hear the masjid and the prayers and stuff, especially on Fridays. Oh my God. They would like they would have like a giant microphone. You could hear it from like miles away. So you'd be sleeping in your house and you just hear the chantings of the Quran on and on all night. But you know, I was young. I didn't really care at the time. I was kind of whatever about it. And I grew up constantly around Muslim people, even when I came to Canada. So for me, it's kind of whatever. There's a lot of advantages to being an observer as the outsider. I agree. Will you still be working at the store? Dubai has a Tim Hortons. What? That's crazy. You know what's funny? I find that Tim Hortons, especially the coffee, is not that good. Like, I do drink Tim's coffee. I mean, I live in Hamilton. Like, who am I kidding, right? So, I have gone to the original one on Ottawa Street because I go to Ottawa Street all the time to buy fabric. Especially if you're a sewer, a textile lover, Ottawa Street is where it's at, guys. Especially for antiques too. But I've got to say, Tim's coffee, like, it's not the way it used to be, especially a few years ago, because I swear that now McDonald's has Tim's old coffee, which is truly the worst thing that could have happened to Tim Hortons. So I really hope they fight for it one day. I saw it on the highway. I don't drink it, lol. And would I still work in the store? So the plan is that I'm gonna be working more remotely, so I'd probably help to do like the fashion shows, and I do still need to work because I am an independent like student. I had to take OSAP, but I don't think it'll cover it for the most part because it's a graduate degree. They said it would, but I would like still like to have some money and not be completely broke. I feel Tim's coffee tastes like water. You are not wrong about that. And I worked at Tim's too, so I know how they make their coffee. I worked at the Tim Hortons in Waterloo in the computer science building. It was one of the busiest ones ever. It was awful. And the coffee sometimes, it was burnt. What could I do? I had to feed people, right? I know the belt is so genius. This is all Clark. I mean, I gave him the idea to do a kind of more like a traditional kimono style, so make it wide and then taper it out, but you can really tell how useful it is, especially with the corduroy. The corduroy just makes it really soft and comfortable. Whereas if you use a stiffer fabric like denim, which is what he's used to working with, or leather, or denim or leather, or any like stiffer kind of twill material, or there's another word for it. Broadcloth even is a bit stiffer. If you layer it, then it would kind of help keep that structure and not bunch up as much. But if you're someone who doesn't care for the bunching and you just want a kind of a defined waist, I would say corduroy is where it's at. It is horrible coffee. Guys, I feel like I'm becoming I feel like somebody in Hamilton is gonna find out about how we hate Tim Hortons. That's not a good thing. But it's funny, I had a few friends of mine from school who were like, have you been to the first Tim Hortons? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. The customer service is pretty good. So it was funny that way. But yeah, that's kind of how this maxi dress looks like on with the skirt. I still find it so funny. We're all just hating on Tim Hortons. I can talk about some coffee places that I do like. I do make my own coffee. I did buy, they're called DeLonghi, like the espresso machines. And it's just like a single spout espresso. It was like $150. That was my boyfriend's birthday gift for me. Or was it a Christmas gift? One of them. My birthday's around the same time as Christmas, so he just kind of combined the two. But I asked him for one, and he was like, oh yeah, definitely, babe. I don't think he had any idea what to get me as a gift. So that worked out for me, but I did want to see how these look with the Boxy Baby doll. I know it's going to be a lot of fabric, but I'm just really curious. So this one is a really... There are lots of us who feel that way about Tim's. Hate the Tim Hortons too. Oh my god, guys, let's unite. Tim Hortons Hater Club. This is so funny. I don't even think Priya would even fathom the conversation that we're having right now. My birthday is so close to Mother's Day, so I get only one gift too. Wow, I know. How could they do that, Denise? How could they? Shame on them. I feel like it's extra special, right? So you need double? Not the case. Okay, so this is the Boxy Baby doll with the skirt. So this is a sheer Boxy Baby doll, and it's got this really nice traditional pattern, but it's done in really soft colors. And then it's got a bit of that darker section like here. Yeah, the way this thing flows, crazy. But I think I'd definitely belt this just because this is a lot of fabric and I think something defined would be nice. But also open, I feel very comfortable, feel very cool, collective. So maybe this belt. The color's not really in here, but I feel like it's better and fits the more pastel-y vibe. I'm curious too. I want to know what else ways to style a caftan. Would that work for the skirt? Yeah, we can try it. I think the skirt and the caftan, I did try to try it this morning with one of my caftans. But we'll figure it out. Oh my god, lots of talking. So I'm gonna put the belt on, and then what I'm gonna do is actually move the sleeves up this way, because the belt moves the sleeves kind of backwards, just so that I can actually like use the sleeves rather than being like this static thing. Thanks to everyone who's still joining. Oh my gosh. You're missing, for everyone who's just joined us, we are talking absolute crap about Tim Hortons. Do you like Tim Hortons coffee is the question. So far, it is all negatives. But yeah. Oh, this is cute. Definitely lacking in the arm movements, but fun. Very fun, very exciting. I did it so that I could still use the pockets, so even if I can't move my arms, at least I have storage, you know, one or the other. But I really like it with this belt. Very comfortable. Oh my goodness. But yes, we can try it with the caftan next. I will say there are some really good coffee shops in Hamilton if you've ever been. Beside us, there's Ola's Bakery. That place is a vice for all of us as staff. Like, we go there multiple times a day, at least once a day, one of us goes there. They all know us. They all know that we get specific things. So I usually get a latte. It costs me $2.50 to $3. For a latte, I know. And if I sit inside, it's bigger than the one I get going out. And I get it with no sugar. No sugar if I have something sweet. 1 sugar if I don't have something sweet and I just need to pick me up. And then obviously cocoa and cinnamon on top. Ola's carrot cake. Yes, Ryan's one thing is Ola's carrot cake. It is so good. Like, oh my god, it is good. It is delicious. It's soft. The cream cheese, like icing on top, is so good. Like, it's delicious. I love it. Okay. Best Portuguese custard tarts. Agreed. Their custard tarts are so good. And their cheesecakes are good. And the new owners are really amazing. I think the old couple, they retired and they sold it to this new couple, and they're so nice. They're really sweet. We have a great time chatting with them. But yeah. Okay. Before we start gabbing about something else, let's try to find one that would go with caftan. So I feel like I picked a caftan. Please tell me I picked a caftan. Yes, I did. Okay. So I picked this caftan because it is so cute. Oh my gosh. I need to have the carrot cake with you, Ryan, next time I'm in. I never had that. Cynthia, you are missing out. The carrot cake is actually really good. Ryan, on multiple occasions, has got it multiple times. No need to call you out. I know I just called you out, but it's the truth. It is just that good. Like, it'll just keep you wanting more and more and more. What's some other stuff that's really good at Ola's? Oh, their sandwiches. Their Bifana sandwich. It is, I think, pork, but it is so good. And then they also do lunch specials now, and I haven't gotten the lunch specials. I used to get their soup specials, but they stopped doing them. They were like $5 with bread. So cheap. I usually ask for, it's my guilty pleasure. Agreed. It is his guilty pleasure. And then Alex gets a brownie. And then Clark, what has Clark gotten? I know he got a sandwich one time. Oh, another thing that I also love getting is their $3.50 pizzas. They make these like mini pizzas that are $3.50. So sometimes when I'm here, and I'm here really late and I haven't eaten because I'm bad, I will get one of those and just chomp them down. They're so good. They do have like, I think, pork or ham on them, but they are delicious. Really, really nice. They have a bean cake. Ooh, I haven't tried their bean cake. I have tried their chocolate, their cheesecake. I tried their red velvet cake one time. That was really good. And also, they just decorate things so nicely that I just want to like eat them. Okay. let's stop talking about food for a second. This is what the skirt looks like with the caftan. I actually think it really looks nice as is, just because I think it's very sweet. So the question I have for you guys, do I keep the white or do I add a different color? Or let's see what other colors I have. Ooh, this would be cute. Or the orange. Okay, brown or orange, guys, choose. So this is kind of like that elk color from Bryn Walker, and then this is like, it's a bit more rust than the rambutan from Bryn Walker, but brown or orange. Try olive and brown and yellow. Okay. Olive, okay. Olive, I'm hearing lots of olive. Is this the olive? No, this is the olive. Okay. Okay, guys, we got the olive. You know what's funny? I think I'm the only one rooting for the orange. I think the orange would be so cool. I love blue and orange together, like they're contrasting colors on the wheel. So I see. Thank you, Wanda Welsh. She gets it. But I love blue and orange together. They're so fun. How else do you style this so it's more form-fitting? Okay, that's a good question. I'll be really honest, when it comes to caftans, I honestly just keep them as is. I don't really, hold on, there's a lot of petticoats going on. I feel very 1800s Gilded Age. Oof, okay. Oh, that's another thing I love is historical fashion. And I take a lot of inspiration from historical fashion. Especially period accurate fashion. I am a big fan of period dramas like the 1990, was it 1995 or 1990? I think it was 1995 or 96 Pride and Prejudice TV series with Colin Firth, his crown moment of jumping into the pool. Oh, such a good version. Like the Keira Knightley one is beautiful, but it's not true to the story. You don't really feel that lust. And that, like, you know, period dramas have this, like, certain zhuzh about them that one just doesn't give. Okay. Enough of that. Are these skirts online? Yes, they are. Yes, they have. So you can use the silk sashes to kind of tie them like this. These are all online. They're called Vol. They're called Vol. I believe they're 100% cotton. I believe so. Oop. Oh, okay. So they're cotton vol tiered skirts and they have a layer to them. And you should be able to type in cotton skirt and they should come up. I've also added them to the featured collection for this live. So yeah, don't worry. You will find them at some point. That was the best. I'm assuming you meant the Pride and Prejudice from the 96 edition. I know, and I've watched that series like, oh my god, like over 10, 15 times in the past 4 years maybe. It just never gets old. And like the mom, I relate to the mom so much because their mom is my mom, essentially. Like stressing all the time. Oh my spells, I need my things. Oh, honestly, like just that over dramatization, but it's such an interesting story too. And I feel like Jane Austen especially, she tells stories about women that were really unheard of at the time. So it's just really, I think it's relatable even to this day. So yeah, I did. Yes. Okay. Let me actually see how this looks if I belted it. I'll be really honest, I don't wear the caftans as a fitted look. I wear them just as a dress, with like shorts if they're sheer, just so that my goods aren't showing for free. Paid access only. And then I wear like really chunky mules or sandals, or honestly anything, because for me, like that's like the comfortable look, the grocery store look, the casual look, and then I add like a bunch of bangles. That's usually what I go for. But we can try to style this more fitted. I think it would work fitted, like with a belt. The problem is that you just lose a lot of mobility. But I still think it would look really cute. So this would probably be how I style this one. How I style this one. Oof. Lost my voice there. Actually, that's really cute. Ooh. And I really like, so what I tried to do is kind of create this taper in the front, because I like that, Mira and I like to call it the barmaid look. Priya knows I love this look. I mean, I've talked about it so much in lives. But I'm just going to tuck it in more. Very cute. I know! So cute. But yeah, tuck it in more. Probably pin it if I wanted to with some safety pins or the magnetic buttons. I feel like if you add the magnetic buttons and then belt something on top of it, they'll stay pretty like there. I actually really like it like this because it creates like a shorter, longer but shorter top than what it was before, and then you get to see a lot of the skirt. I would definitely go bangle with this because I have a lot going on up here. Yeah, I would wear this 100%. This is cute. And then I know you guys probably saw in the show, I like those kind of chain wallet looks where you kind of take a necklace and then you add them under a belt to create like these loops and stuff. I love that look. The more excess, the better. I don't know what it is about me. I just love it. Try yellow. I want to be convinced. Okay, Cynthia. I feel like you're just wanting me to sell stuff to you, Cynthia. I don't know. But I love the idea of like, I don't have my jewelry with me today. I know, I forgot. I was having a very rough morning just because I literally left here at 11 yesterday working on the blog post for the Bollywood night. Ooh. Yeah, that's cute. Ooh, yeah, that's really cute. So I would probably just do something like this just because it's really simple, it's easy, something flashy here, and then I would probably do silver jewelry here. But I'm also someone who mixes metals constantly. I mean, my rings are always silver, but my earrings and stuff are all gold. That's a lot of work, as Priya said. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm assuming it's what I just said. But I agree, it is a lot of work. It is so much work. I learned a new application on Shopify today. It was very fun. Yeah, it was, it was a lot. It was fine. So I think I'm just going to take the skirt off just because my skin is dark enough that I don't think you'll see anything. Yeah, you're fine. We're fine. There's nothing to see. I'll be honest. Okay. Yellow. Cynthia wants to be convinced. I actually have a really good outfit in mind for the yellow, so I think it's gonna really knock your socks off, Cynthia. Just give me one sec to find the hanger. But yeah, I feel like when it comes to TV, I am a bit particular. I can't lie, like I don't love a lot of TV because I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to media, even though I have like no expertise. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's like filler, or it's a type of comedy that I don't really find funny. I feel like I like things that really inspire me. One of my favorite movies, I don't know which one it is, with Ben Stiller, like I forgot what it's called. It's not the one where he's like pouting. I know that's like a really popular one, but it's the movie where he works for Life magazine, and then, ooh, see, this is such a beautiful color. Okay. Definitely goes well with the yellow. It's very striking. Let's see. I was very curious about how it looked. Ooh. All right, do we go green or do we go yellow? So you tell me, guys, green or yellow? And then I'll put that on top. There's adding more stuff on my wish list. Which one's on your wish list? The skirt, right? I'm assuming the skirt. Skirt is so cute. And then for anybody wondering what the love blue, yellow. Okay, yellow it is, ladies. So for anyone wondering what the caftan is, it is called, oh no, did I lose the tag? No, I did not. Coral. Oh, were you talking about this coral? Let me know. Facebook Live. I'm so sorry. I literally just saw that right now. Oh my god. Guys, talking for a long time does a number. PRG 3066 Vivienne Bins. And that's the midi length caftan. I have added it to the collection for this live. So yeah, you should be able to see it. I will go do the yellow, ladies. Mission is to convince Cynthia, but I truly do think he'll be convinced. I put this one on and was like, oh my god, it is so nice. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, I'm sure you have seen this sculptural tunic dress. It is gorgeous. I don't know why it's still here. It must be taken and loved by somebody because it is beautiful. But it goes so well with this. I saw that